Pinfall, your ultimate wrestling podcast that dives deep into every facet of the sport. Join us as we feature high-profile guests, including renowned wrestlers from the Northwest Indiana area, youth wrestling champions, and coaches from every level of the sport, from youth to the collegiate and international wrestling. The Pinfall is dedicated to covering all aspects of wrestling, from the sidelines to the mat. We'll discuss techniques, coaching strategies, refereeing insights, and recruitment process, while also exploring how wrestlers can elevate their game at every stage of their journey. Whether you're a seasoned competitor or just starting out, the Pinfall is your go-to source for inspiration, knowledge, and passion for the sport of wrestling. Welcome to the Pinfall. Welcome to the Pinfall. I'm your host, Danny Bell, and today we have an awesome guest with us. We've got Wesley English, assistant coach for Lowell Wrestling. He's a two-time finalist in the state of Indiana. He's first place and second place. He only wrestled for 2 years with an 82-8 record. He's a two-time junior and Greco freestyle placer. The guy is an amazing talent as well, because he's also got a 4-0 record in MMA. So, Wesley English, welcome to the Pinfall. How are we tonight?
We're good. We're doing good. Thanks for having me.
No problem. It's an honor to have you guys. I've been alongside Kevin for a while, and to have you on here, it's really nice because nobody gets to pick the brain of Wesley English. He's usually the quiet one.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Wes, we have a question here. We were just briefly speaking about it here. You have the most All-American finishes for any wrestler in the state of Indiana, in the history of Indiana. That's a statement right there.
Yeah. I honestly, I didn't even know about it until Kevin actually told me about it.
Yeah, we look up all those crazy stats. You're gonna find those.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. You think that will ever be broken?
I don't know. Like I said, I think, I think he was telling me about somebody that might break it, but I never really did it for the records. I just went out there and wrestled. That was my concentration.
Yeah, you definitely went out there to wrestle like that. You've been in some really good matches. You've had some high profile matches. Like, you got to wrestle Brent Metcalf.
Yes.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Telling your son, like, see that guy right there? I got to wrestle him. What's that like to be able to wrestle somebody like Brent Metcalf?
Man, I wrestled for so many years. I wrestled a lot of great wrestlers, a lot of them that were able to push me to work harder, and Metcalf was definitely one of them. I remember the first time that I wrestled Metcalf. It was my first Central Regional tournament, and I was put right in between Metcalf and Dustin Slater. These guys at the time, I didn't even know who they were, but those guys were ahead of the game. And I, of course, was double dipped that day. And but it opened up my eyes, what I needed to work on. Trying to wrestle Metcalf, that was like trying to move a brick wall, But, I never shied away from those guys. I always went after the best guys. I'm a firm believer that if you want to be one of the best, you got to beat the best. So,
well, you've beat some of the best. You beat some Big Ten champs. You beat some Big 12 champs. You beat some NCAA champs. What was your most memorable match?
Man, I think for a few years there, actually, I was wrestling like 250 matches a year. I was gone every weekend. I think my best tournament was when I was a sophomore in high school. I wrestled in Nebraska at Fila Junior. I remember the first match was against a guy that was a starter for Minnesota. I was running late to the mat. My brother and my dad were coaching me at the time. I got out there, hit this nasty duck under, threw him for 5. The kid stood up, threw him for 5 again. Match was over. I went back to the stands. My dad and my brother were like, "Hey, when are you coming up?" And I was like, "Match is over." I was able to I was really able to, put my name on the map at that tournament. I wrestled Ryan Needle there, who was a four-timer from New York. He ended up wrestling at Ohio State. I threw him for 5, pinned him. I dropped a match against a guy named Kirby, who was at the time was ranked on the Olympic ladder, training up at the Olympic Training Center in Michigan. I think I dropped it 3-2. That was pretty much my best tournament. I mean, I'm gonna be honest though. I wrestled in the finals at Fargo. I wrestled, all over. Wrestled in Paris, but I don't think anything really beats the feeling of being able to wrestle in Indy. In the finals, under the spotlight, in front of all the guys from, Indiana that you wrestled with, all the fans. That was probably one of my favorite.
It is I've been to about 15 different state championships, and Indiana still, it's huge, man.
Yeah,
I haven't got to go to, most of them were in the Southeast, but
mm-hmm.
Indiana, it's when it's in the bank.
Oh yeah, I love it.
It's so loud. It feels so awesome in there.
Yeah.
But, wrestling aside, now you've gone from your, prestigious wrestling career to a full-time wrestling coach. What's that like?
I'm still transitioning. I enjoy coaching. I love being able to roll around on the mat again, get in there with the guys, help them. I just have a lot of experience that I want to pass on to these guys. We all want to win those matches. But being able to help these kids improve, mentally and physically, watching it, finally click out there on the mat, helping them push themselves and helping them dig deep, during those tough and high level matches. That's what I'm here for. When the kids win, I win. It feels great out there.
It does feel great. You celebrate with them. You see it in a lot of the photos of, say, national champions when they're winning it. Look at the coaches' faces. They're wearing every single emotion on their sleeves as well as the wrestlers.
Definitely.
Speaking of the coaches, have you had a specific coach that has, really made it, or anyone who has made a difference with you in your performance on and off the mat?
Yeah. I mean, I've had a ton of trainers, a ton of coaches, throughout my years. I have to say, the ones that influenced me the most was probably my dad. My brother. My dad never wrestled, so everything he learned from everyone else. He kind of taught me that no matter how much you think there's always someone out there that knows more, and you could always learn something from everyone. My brother, he's 6 years older than me. So he was able to get, a lot more mat experience before I did that he was able to pass down to me. Those guys really helped level up my game. The only other guy that I can think that actually, helped me was Jeff Jordan. I don't know if you know him or not, but I went to his state champ camp, and that was just in a barn behind his house in the sticks in Ohio. You're there for a week, and it was 20 of the nation's top guys that are in there just living on the mat, beating each other all week. We had Metcalf there, Schlater, me, Surtsis, Angel Escobedo, Matt Coughlin, Blake Maurer. We were all there just hammering on each other. That's a good dude, and that was a great camp.
Yeah. Well, getting an opportunity with this, now that you've got a year under your belt here at Lowell, I guess you can let the secret out. Who talked you into coming back?
Yeah. It was definitely Kevin. It was definitely, yeah. I mean, he got that job in Lowell, and he kind of he didn't stop hounding me until I finally said, okay, yeah, I'll take it. I never really thought that my wrestling journey was over. God blessed me with a beautiful family that I probably wouldn't have if I wrestled after high school. As my kids are getting older now, Just the other day, my daughter went to me and the wife and was like, you wrestled and mom wrestled and brother's wrestling. I don't want to be the only one not wrestling. So it kind of clicked that, the sport's not finished with me yet. And, being able to coach these guys, there's a lot of powerhouses still in this area. And I want to be one of those guys that helps these athletes achieve their goals and gets what they want.
Well, this is going to help you get because in my opinion, you've had kind of a Hall of Fame run in your career. The names you've dropped should be a telling tale for a lot of people, how many high level situations you've been in and how well you represented Indiana. Like you were just talking about how your daughter was wanting to wrestle again. You guys have a pretty good wrestling team for the ladies at Lowell as well.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about the ladies.
We're new. We're excited. I think it's great for the sport. I think it's great for Lowell. We got a lot of young girls on the team that are going to have a few more years with us. We got some good girls though. I mean, we got some studs that are going to surprise a few people that I think already have. And I'm hoping that that's just the start. That's just the beginning. I'm hoping it convinces some of these girls to come out and join the team as well. My wife wrestled and she would have killed to have this opportunity back then.
Could you imagine if they had, because there was a lot of girls who were wrestling with the boys back in the days, and they were pretty solid wrestlers, but the rules, top two only went on for a while
Right.
there.
Yep.
And that's tough to make them crack that top two, even if you're a stud. I've watched a lot of studs walk away.
Yep.
But that would be an amazing thing, but we have it now. And so I'm sure she's excited as well because now she sees the whole new world with your daughter and her daughter. That's a pretty cool thing. And with the girls team and the guys team, like what are their team goals this year?
We got the same goals as every team. I want 14 state champs and I want that team state title, but we're just looking to take one match at a time. Every match has, a potential to be an upset. And it's been, I want to say over 25 years since, Lowell's brought a state championship team. And I think with our numbers, with our guys, our attentive managers, or strong coaching staff, supportive parents and Lowell, I think we have the ability to surprise, some people. Definitely, we're going to make a run for state for sure. For sure.
Well, I would say surprise would be an understatement because I would say the surprise is already over now. In the beginning, I spoke with Kevin about how you guys weren't ranked, and I said, give it 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Give it 5 weeks, and I promise you, there's going to be a lot more chit chat about Lowell wrestling, and because he takes this serious, and I know you do too.
Oh, for sure.
You guys, I watch you guys, I listen to you guys talk with the kids and how you help them work through their struggles in those situations rather than tell them what they did wrong. You tell them how to actually deal with it, and you guys do a great job at that, which is why a lot of the kids who come through you guys are very successful and end up wrestling on that next level. You guys have a feeder program at Lowell.
Yes.
And it's, always up and down with the numbers. I'm sure the numbers are going to get really big now. How's your feeder program?
I mean, it's looking good. We got a lot of great avenues. We got Kevin runs a great program over at Elite. We have the RDP Elite at the high school. We have a couple new coaches at the middle school that are, kind of implementing the same map that we want at the high school. I think the biggest thing is getting the same verbiage across so that when these guys do come into our high school, they can hit the ground running and not be stuck in a situation, of like deer in the headlights. I think we're kind of all on the same page from our littles to our high school, and we're kind of trying to start it young so that they hear the same things over and over and over, so that when they get to high school, they're just ready to go.
Well, you guys have a lot of new guys coming through the system as well, but you have some old dogs coming back, and a few of them that have been through the entire system with Kevin. And you guys have a knack for already understanding these guys. But when it comes to coaching, you're going to come into quality guys who don't know you. What
Yeah.
are some great coaching qualities to have when you come into those situations where, okay, this kid's not responding?
Yeah, I mean, I think for everyone, I think it's patience. I think we do a good job at being able to kind of separate our groups. We like to mix and match with our studs, and with some of our beginners. Not just to beat up on them. It's not that. It's to help them, train them. We're not the only ones that are doing the coaching. Our studs are doing the coaching too. We want them to learn from the other athletes. A lot of times these kids respond to kids. Um, and like I said, I think the biggest thing is patience. Being able to, take your time with some kids, and then with the other ones that kind of rush them through. Those guys that have heard it and seen it, you keep rolling with them.
Well, you and Kevin now are a tag team partner situation. You guys have already understood each other. You already know each other's styles. You guys mesh amazing. I had kind of prodded Kevin for probably 5 years to get you into the coaching with
Yeah.
you guys together. What's it like being tag teams with your brother and coaching?
I mean, it's like you would think it would be, two headstrong wrestling brothers, going at it. But, really, uh, Kevin's been coaching for years, and he really does know how to do it. Um, he's definitely the talker. He runs a great practice. I'm kind of on the other side of it. I'm the calm one. Uh, keeping Kevin on track. Kevin's body's all beat up, so I'm the one that gets out on the mat and rolls around with the guys. I think it's a great balance, being able to work with him on that.
Kevin's lucky to have you. You got that younger body there.
Right.
Your prime and in Kevin's prime, who'd have won that wrestling match?
Kevin already knows who would have won that one.
Okay. Now, if you guys both wrestled now, would that change at all?
No, not at all.
That's awesome.
I mean, I'm too stubborn to let him win now. There's no way. He'll hold it
The
over my
pride
head
level
forever.
in that Kevin would probably blow out both shoulders,
Yeah,
his hips, his
yeah.
back,
He'd be done
and
for a
then call
month.
timeout, injury time, and then default. You ain't
Yep.
getting win. Well, Wes, we appreciate you coming on the Pinfall. I was hoping to get you on earlier, but I'm really glad I can get you in here. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
like to
appreciate it.
bring light to a lot of assistant coaches and head coaches. You make a big difference. You coming back to the sport is huge for us in the 219 because you're one of our legends. And to have you in the coaching again, this is awesome to have. And then you're not only just back in coaching, but coaching with your brother. And it's kind of unfair for a lot of these coaches because they have to hire an assistant coach.
Yeah.
You were into it. So that's a pretty cool situation to have as
Yeah,
well.
definitely is. Definitely is.
All right, Wes. Well, good luck here. Well, I know you have a busy schedule coming up, and I hope to see a lot of your wrestlers downstate here at the end of the year.
Oh
And
yeah.
I appreciate you coming on.
Oh yeah. Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, everybody. We have Wesley English here, and we're going to have a lot more guests coming on. And we want to remind you that on the mat, like in life, it's always about how you bounce back. I'm Danny Bell. We'll catch you next time on the Pinfall.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
First home, dream home, forever home. Tech Credit Union has the right home loan for you. Their loan officers can help you purchase a home, refinance your current mortgage, or unlock your home's equity to get cash out for any purpose. Let Tech Credit Union show you why they are the better option for a home loan. Learn more at www.techcu.org or call 800-276-8324. Tech Credit Union is an equal housing lender and federally insured by the NCUA.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.